Kwezi Tabaro. I'm the Deputy Director at the LéO Africa Institute. My experience coming down here to Kigali for the third and final YELP reunion seminar this year has been amazing. And like I mentioned to the fellows earlier, in many ways, the reunion seminar is very much a homecoming for the LéO Africa Institute, an organization that really came to life and was born here in Kigali almost 10 years ago.
My name is Fiona Mbabazi. I'm a journalist from Rwanda. I'm also a YELP class 2017. I'm privileged to be part of the board of directors at the LéO Africa Institute. So today's reunion seminar was quite amazing, as you can think. It was, a long time coming. We've missed each other. We've seen each other after quite some time due to COVID. But also we've learned a lot. The morning session was quite deep. The theme, of course, for this reunion is pulling together. The Swahili word harambe, pulling together. So like pulling together, we also went through a very deep session on See No Stranger. One of the sessions we had in the morning, where we talked about, strangers who are not strangers. When you meet a stranger at first, you're like, But then afterwards, you tend, to let go. After that, we learned about, of course, leadership. We've seen what Lee Kuan Yew did for Singapore. Amazing. I love the fact that he drew each and every point from education to family planning. Just the importance of Africa, learning all these nitty-gritties to understand that we all need to learn from somewhere, but also use our own models in our own way as we learn and get other concepts to get to where Africa needs to be.
My name is Rayner Mugyezi. I am a fellow of the LéO Africa Institute Young Emerging Leaders Project of the 2018 cohort. And what has been my highlight from the Kigali reunion? Well, to be honest, there have been quite a lot of discussions. I always look forward to the discussions that we have with the fellows that are part of the Institute. So before, what we would have would be discussions within our cohorts. But since we have changed the formula, I'm able to have at least discussions within 2017, 2018, 2019, and later on. And it's always more interesting to be joined by the faculty. But if I had to choose and say my highlight for this particular reunion, it would be seeing my friends here in Kigali.
Hello, my name is Fiona R Kamikazi, class of 2018. I'm very excited that the final reunion happened in Kigali. These past 2 days were very, very insightful. We managed to really unpack what harambe means, pulling together how we can leverage a network like the one we have at LéO, collaborating, working together, and I'm very, very happy that we got to do it here in Kigali.
We will never achieve what Singapore achieved or what Mr. Lee Kuan Yew laid out here if we do not come together as the powerful and rich collective that we are, to be useful to our own people, and in so doing be useful to the rest of the world, which is what he said is the first thing, that what they aim to do was for Singapore to be useful to the rest of the world. That is the only way that they would succeed. I don't believe any one of us can empower anyone. We can only give the tools and the knowledge, share the little that we have, so that they make their own choice. The power of harambe starts with us, and I hope that 10 years from now, we will be seeing the impact and the results of you all having started that harambe in your family, in your community, and leading this continent to be exactly what it deserves to be and it can be. So if you lead yourselves, I'm sure you will lead us to greater heights. And these goals that were outlined will be achieved in no time, but they will be achieved if every single one of you achieves them.
My name is Benefique Magadju. I'm from the DRC, Goma. I work with Konrad Adenauer Stiftung as the project assistant for the Great Lakes Youth Network for Dialogue and Peace Project. And I'm also a YELP Fellow for 2018. So if I can say one of my takeaway from this experience, I mean, tell even two of the key takeaways from the experience. The first one is educational. Like education is one of the key points or element that we should focus on for the development of our countries. Taking an example from Singapore, from the text we've held on Lee Kuan, who was sharing experience about Singapore, can take away for this seminar is about partnership. How us as young leaders from the region, we should build on this network that we have for the better of our region. Focus more on the things that we have in common as countries for these Great Lakes and from African countries, as we are all together growing and we have the same challenging. Learning from one countries and another countries and try to building something from the challenges and experience we have together.
When we are dissatisfied with our leaders at the national level, the tendency is for many of us, especially young people like yourselves, to get engaged in a blame game. Everything is doing something wrong except ourselves. And that's a very dangerous place to be, because I believe that each and every one of us has got a role to play. The responsibility to lead is one that we all cannot avoid if we are going to make a difference. Because the minute we all get into the mode of blaming those in political leadership and thinking that all the problems are going to be addressed by political leaders, then I think we are going to remain static.
My name is Wanjuhi Njoroge from Nairobi, Kenya, class of 2018. I'm the valedictorian and I am also an entrepreneur and very passionate about the environment. It's always fun and amazing and truly humbling to connect with such brilliant minds. We started by listening to a conversation on honesty and also how not to see someone as a stranger. When I see you, I need to see you without any preconceptions. After that, I think the other session that truly spoke to me has got to be the session with Lee Kuan Yew, and particularly on the role of controlling population growth to achieve development. Then after that, we watched a TED Talk by Ali, and listening to Richard analyze that TED Talk reminded me as a young person that I have a role to play. And he said to us that, young people assume that everybody else is wrong but them. And the honest truth is that if given the chance, and we've seen it, some when given the chance have been equally or more corrupt than those of yesterday generation. So I don't think this is a time to shift blame. This is a time for intergenerational collaborations, where we work together, we bridge the gap, and we build the countries that we want to see, the continent we desire to see.
My key takeaway from this Kigali reunion is we managed to unpack what pulling together what Harambee means. We all had different views of what it means, but with different sessions that we had, different leadership discussions that we have managed to, each from their own perspective, putting together our ideas and our thoughts on this topic. And we now understand the value of collaboration.